across WA. This is Spirit Drive with Matt. Thanks to Chandler McLeod Group, your mining and resources recruitment specialists. Many vacancies apply today. cmgjobs.com.au.
Right across Western Australia for Chandler McLeod, this is Spirit Drive, and we're going to head straight into the jungle. We are talking I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here, and the hostess with the mostess, Julia Morris, joins us direct from South Africa. Good afternoon to you.
And how are you, darling?
I'm doing fantastic. How about yourself?
I'm in vintage form. It's actually super bright and early in the morning here, and we're sort of getting ready for today's show.
Now, last night, the royal intruders arrived. The British butler and brunette bombshell, Paul Burrell and Vicky Patterson. They met each other in the most British way over a cup of tea, followed by another British pastime, whinging. Let's take a listen.
We've got another cup. I'm afraid it's cheap china.
Is it? Well, don't worry, Pet. I drink out of IKEA mugs at home.
No, right, it's cheap, and they haven't set the table properly. There are no sandwiches, no cake, no biscuits, nothing, and they're serving tea in a coffee pot, but we have to slum it.
Sack them.
Oh, that's what she said. Sack them.
I think what they are going to do is bring a lot of fun. They've got fantastic senses of humour, and I think they're in to wind it up.
How are their spirits as they get ready to burst into camp tonight?
Well, from what I understand, they are in tickety-boo spirits, and I think the celebrities have kind of reached that. They've just gone beyond their detox point. They're all just feeling a bit kind of slow and, low energy, and I think this is going to be the exact injection that the camp needs to, entertain us, please.
Now, both Paul and Vicky, they've been on the British show. Granted, their version is filmed in Australia and you're in South Africa, but do you think their past experience will turn into a nifty little advantage over the others?
I really don't think that knowing what's coming is an advantage. First of all, in the UK version, they're only on air for 2 weeks. So anything you can kind of take for 2 weeks. We are 6 weeks. So those two new Brits are coming in for 4 weeks. It's double the time that they're used to. It's a completely different area. If they think they knew the Aussie animals, now they come to South Africa, and really, the second you touch ground up here near the Kruger National Park, you know that it's about to get real.
I really am loving the celebrities this year. Of course, Western Australia is gunning for Danny Green. What an absolute legend. We're also loving Peter Rosethorn, and he and Fiona firming up as the next compatible comedy duo, Ron and Brenda.
Yes, indeed, aren't they? They're being so funny. Thank God they got their humour in there, because it's a pretty intense experience, and I think sometimes the way to process those sort of things is just by being funny. So that's exactly what they're bringing for us. Maybe
you could join them and get a trio together. You could have Ron, Brenda and Kerry Wayne from The Nettie Show.
It would be a dreamy combination, but nothing is going to get me into that camp for any more than the 2 seconds that I have to spend there now.
That's a full frontal reference for those of you playing at home. Who are the ones that are most impressing you this series, though?
Well, I'm a big fan of Jackie. I think that she's bringing at least a lot of lightheartedness and a lot of kindness to the camp. I think Josh is super sweet. I'm really enjoying Simone.
Yeah.
She's really surprised me. She's super, super duper funny. And so I think the drive this year to make the show more funny, even while it remains as intense for the celebrities, has been a really great decision, because it's just laugh after laugh after laugh.
Yeah, I've got to raise...
laughing at people's misfortune, sure, but just laughing nonetheless.
Oh, the whole country is definitely laughing, and I'm sure you're hearing it from South Africa. We've got to talk about the elephant in the room. I know Tiffany was the first celebrity voted off, but not the first to leave. How do you personally feel about Bernard Tomic and Anthony Mundine's time in the jungle?
Do you know what? Things are moving at such a quick pace here that we vaguely even remember them being here. So being here for like a day or two, you kind of like drag, drop, delete. Do you know what I mean? They were lovely when they were here and they did whatever they did. But once people decide to leave, which is what the show is all about, it's kind of the title of the show.
Yes.
And in the UK version, they're up to something like their 17th season, 17 years. And a couple of people have walked every year. So we've been hanging for someone to walk, and now somebody has. And now that we've had the experience, I I can't help but take it personally. I always get super angry when someone walks because I'm like, all of the effort and all of those people, I'm such a behind-the-scenes person who have worked so hard to even get you here, and you're like, do you know what? I can't really be bothered. So they're dead to me.
All right, there you go. You heard it here first. Going through the clues as well at the start of the season, who's left to enter? Because we now know the best-selling author is Paul. Which clues are yet to be revealed, and when will we find out the full cast?
I have no idea.
We're just all playing it by ear, aren't we?
No idea. No, do you know what? When we chat to you, like at the moment, it's 6 in the morning. No one trusts me with information at 6 in the morning. There's absolutely no way. So when you say, is anyone else due to come in the jungle? I'm like, not as far as I know.
I've also got to bring up Simone and Josh. What is the deal here? Is there a likelihood of a bundle from the jungle in the future?
I don't know. Wouldn't that be great? I mean, we've already had our first time a celebrity get me out of here, baby, with Barry Hall and Lauren, who had their baby last year.
Yep.
So, I mean, can you even begin to imagine what a magnificent couple those two humans would make? The good news is not only are they exquisitely beautiful, but they're super duper funny. I mean, how dare they? Can they please leave funny to the rest of us and just say gorgeous? Why do they have to do them both? It's really unfair.
All right, Julia, finally the big push. Why should everyone stop what they're doing and see I'm a Celebrity tonight?
Well, it just depends if you need a laugh or not. If you don't need a laugh, then don't tune in. If you need a laugh, then dial. Switch it on.
Couldn't say it better myself. Don't miss it, WA. I'm a Celebrity. Get me out of here. That's 7:30 tonight on 10 and Win. We love what you're doing, Julia. Please don't stop.
Oh, it's so great to get a chance to speak to you.
That is Julia Morris, live from South Africa, back right after this on Spirit Drive.